So we're going to be moving into part 2 of the yoga practice, starting with coming down onto the floor and ending our practice with savasana. So coming to the top of your mat, on your inhale, stretch your arms up, exhale, fold forward. Inhale to halfway lift, exhale to plank, and flow through one last vinyasa flow, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. For a hip opener, I want to offer half pigeon, but if you prefer to do supine pigeon on your back, then go ahead and come onto your back and cross your right leg over. For half pigeon, on your inhale, raise your right leg up, bend your knee and stack your hips. So kind of turning your navel toward the right side of your space. Square your hips and bring your knee forward and set it down behind the right wrist. Begin to lengthen your left leg straight back behind you, and you might even look and see if you have a straight line coming back. Walk your hands. One other thing too, it can be helpful is to kind of start to walk the right heel forward some. Walk your hands back so that you're lifted up tall through your torso. So you could just stay here or hinge forward from your hips and come onto your forearms, or stack your fists or put your head on a block. Or you can come all the way out, down with your head to the mat. The main thing is that you feel supported and relaxed here. Consciously signal your right hip to release. As you breathe, creating a sense of space in the outer right hip. Come into a sense of steadiness with your breath. To come out, plant your hands to the mat and step back to downward facing. And if you were on your back for supine pigeon, you can just begin to switch sides. Downward facing dog, pedal it out a bit. On your inhale, lift your left leg up and stack your hips, turning your navel toward the left side of your space. Square your hips and send the left knee forward. Lengthen the right leg behind and straight back behind. Walk your hands back so that your heart is lifted, and then slowly come forward onto your forearms, or stack your fists, or come all the way down. So kind of just don't force or strain. Coming into what feels like a deep hip stretch, but one that you can breathe through. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, try to soften through your left hip. Signaling your left hip to release and let go. So if you're in half pigeon, go ahead and transition to downward facing. One more opportunity to pedal out your heels. Stretch out, extending your body. Then come down, come all the way onto your belly. With your feet about 4 inches apart, your toes spread. firming up through the legs. Place your hands right under your shoulders. And on your inhale, from your strong legs, lift your torso and your gaze and lift your hands. So you're really supporting yourself in this cobra pose with those strong spinal muscles. Every time you inhale, lift and lengthen. When you exhale, hold and stabilize. Take one more breath. And exhale, let it go. Relax, stack your hands and relax your forehead onto your hands. Soften through your shoulders, your back, your hips, your legs. Take some deep breaths. You might feel your belly expand against your mat, breathing all the way into your upper back. Now go ahead and firm up through your legs. We're going to move into Sphinx pose. Come up onto your forearms with your shoulders right over your elbows, your fingers spread. Firm up through your legs and begin to lift up through your torso, relaxing your shoulders away from your ears. Expand your collarbones forward. If you're feeling any pressure or sense of discomfort in your lower back, go ahead and come on to maybe stack your fists and rest your chin there. Or even back into cobra pose if that seems to make more sense today. Inhaling, lengthening through the entire spine. Exhaling, shoulders relaxed. Start to come up into tabletop. We're going to move into child's pose. If child's pose is not a good option for your knees, then come into extended puppy dog like this. For child's pose, connect the big toes together and separate your knees wide apart. And begin to sink your tailbone back toward your heels, forehead toward the mat. Go ahead and reach your hands toward the back of your space and allow yourself to just drape and relax forward. And allow your tailbone to gently round. Breathe all the way up into your shoulder blades. It's cultivating a sense of peace and safety. It's what child's pose brings for us. What does it bring for you? Slowly make your way up and take a seat on your mat with your legs straight in front of you. Begin to walk forward on your sitting bones so that you feel them really plugged down, and place your hands underneath your shoulders and lift up tall through your spine. Now if your hamstrings are tight, you can keep a little bend in your knees. Otherwise, sitting up nice and tall, broad across your chest. Firm up through your legs. We're just going to sit here for a brief time. Try to lift up tall through the crown of your head and breathe. Now keeping your lower body engaged, inhale, arms come up. Exhale, hinge from your hips. Allow your hands to touch down wherever they naturally will. So it could be your thighs, your shins, your feet. Your next inhale, lift and lengthen as you exhale, fully extend forward. And then from there, you can allow your head and neck to relax. Every time you inhale, try to extend your spine. Exhale, releasing deeper into the fold. Place your hands on your legs and begin to press yourself up and roll your way onto your back. Once you're on your back, bend your knees and allow your knees to roll out to the sides with the soles of your feet connected. Let your arms rest alongside your body or bring them out to a T shape or even overhead. Take some breaths to breathe into the front side of your body. As you exhale, releasing deeper. And start to bring your knees up again. Bring your legs into position for tabletop. Stacking knees over hips. Stretch your arms out to a T shape. Keep your spine long and begin to roll your knees to the right. Try to keep your shoulders down to the mat. Now you can turn your gaze to the opposite shoulder. As you feel your breath travel up your torso, you're going to feel different sensations through your spine, the side body, your chest. From your core, inhale, bring your knees up to tabletop. And then exhale, twisting to the left side, your gaze coming to the right. You can allow your eyes to close here so that you can just focus on sensation and breath. Inhale, bring your knees up to tabletop. Exhale your feet to the mat and go ahead and extend long on your mat, preparing for savasana, resting yoga pose. Rock side to side on your shoulder blades so you feel them supporting a lift of your heart. Line your hips even with each other, your feet even. Keep your feet maybe 12 to 18 inches apart and let go, relax. With your eyes closed, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, feel yourself letting go of effort. Breathing in presence and stillness. Breathing out, feeling supported and relaxed. Start to let your breath become lighter and easier. As your breath becomes lighter, feel your entire self also feeling light, effortless, relaxed. Shavasana is the time where your body and your whole being starts to soak up all the good effects from your yoga practice today. Just continue to breathe and stay present. Be in the moment. Begin to bring some easy movements to your fingers, your toes. Turn your head side to side. Stretch your arms up overhead, reaching through fingertips and toes. And then start to bend your knees and hug them into your chest. Give yourself one big full body hug. Roll your way onto your side. And just relax here as a way to transition. Keep your attention inward. Press your hands into the mat and bring yourself up to seated on your mat, coming into easy pose. Take one more deep breath in, just feeling all the effects of yoga today. And exhale it. Thank you for joining class today. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. You're feeling peaceful and calm. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.